Book Monster Mitch. Just a quick writing vlog. I'm sorry. Book Monster Mitch with a quick writing vlog. Basically a writing update. But anyway, so I got some feedback on the Lion of Oz video I uploaded not long ago. And that was just a video saying, hey, I'm working on a rough outline of a story set in the land of Oz, the Wizard of Oz. That is focusing on the Cowardly Lion, and it is a prequel to the story of Dorothy the Lion, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Wicked Witch of the West, and all those events. So, that being said, on that video, or under that video, I got a comment saying, forgive me, I don't know or don't remember the lady or gentleman that commented, but either way, I appreciate your feedback, letting me know that you're interested in reading that story. I definitely appreciate that, and I replied back to that person saying, I'm just starting the outline notes, as it were. It'll definitely be a while, but just to give you a little taste or idea of my notes so far. I just looked over them before recording this video, so it's, I'm not gonna state everything that I have jotted down, but the main things are that it'll be a story focusing on the Lion of Oz before the events of the story we all know, like I said. And he is not, at this point, known as a cowardly or the Cowardly Lion, but, more or less the King of Oz. So, that being said, Linda, the Witch of the North, the Good Witch, will be off doing something. Um, Maybe have a little cameo in the story or mentioned, but not really seen or heard from at all. Basically, is my thought process right now. So instead of focusing on The Wicked Witch of the West, like the Wizard of Oz story, focuses on as the antagonist or villain of the story. And the Wicked Witch of the East, her sister, is mentioned in the uh, traditional Oz story. But for my story, I thought it would be interesting, and the thought popped in my head: the Witch of the South being East and West's stepmother. And that's how the person they learn their black magic, evil spells, as it were, from. Uh, I don't know if I will mention anything about their birth mother or father. I more than likely will at some point we mention their birth parents. But I figured the Witch of the South is the stepmother of witches East and West. So, and then the Tin Man and Scarecrow will be by the lion's side, but the Witch of the South, like I said, the stepmother, um, will eventually, cast a spell, as it is, for them to forget about each other, leading into the traditional story. I don't want to give too much more detail, or really, there's not any more detail to give. That's where I am right now. Just let me know in the comments, what do you think of the things I mentioned in this video? Do you feel it's going to be a worthwhile story? I have a feeling it will be eventually, as I work it and it formulates in my brain and comes together. But right now, it's jumbled. I'm just jotting down not even full sentences or paragraphs at all, just fragmented, um, 3 or 4 words, just to get my thought down in the computer in some way, shape, or form. Um, as far as other writing, in the last 2 or 3 days, I did um, go ahead and open my Dawn Shall Come document, and I now have, quote, somewhere between 1,300 and 1,400 words written. Still in a rough draft. That's the only document so far right now that I'm writing in paragraph full length form. The Oz document, like I said, is just fragments of things, fragments of ideas that are roaming around in my head. So that's all for this video. I just wanted to give you a quick writing update of sorts. Not much, but it's something um, to kind of entice you and myself to keep going and give you an idea of things I'm doing and working on other than these YouTube videos. This is video 260, by the way. So I'll close this video off here. Have a good day, good evening, and I'll talk to you very soon. Thank you.